Hi guys, and we are back with game number 5 of the FSL Valorant Open 2. This time we've got Overheat Valorant L going up against Team Victorious Secret. We know what it sounds like, but the V is for Victorious.
Yeah, and against Overheat Valorant. And interesting thing about Victoria's Secret is that they are formed from a list of individuals because FSL actually allows you to sign up as an individual and hopefully get to form a team. So
Yep,
we were talking about this earlier on. These girls basically just solo queued
yep.
into a tournament.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
I actually did that last season, so I actually signed up and I made it into like the signups fast enough that they hadn't filled up at that point, and then they asked me to cast. I was like, do I want to play for solo queue team and fulfill my pro player dreams, or do I, want to do what my career actually is?
I mean, playing competitively is definitely a big difference from playing online ranked, man. Like, it is such a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because every single one of the player in your team has the same mindset. They all want to play competitively and win.
Exactly.
And
but
sometimes when you solo queue, right, the other player be like, oh, dude. You
oh my
don't even know what they're
God.
gonna do.
Don't even remind me about what the solo queue experience is like. But yeah, it's just definitely just very nice initiative from FSL that you can
Indeed.
register as a female solo player if you don't have a team, and they'll find players for you in the match you. Actually, then you join the Discord, and then they kind of match you with a team. So it's definitely very nice. So yeah, Victoria's Secret formed from solos. Overheat, Valorant, they are a full tie roster, and they also did play in Valorant 1 with most of their members. I think they only changed one member. But yeah, we are into round 1 over on Split.
I really like the fact that they're taking the time, especially during eco rounds, because usually when you see eco rounds, people just rush through the bomb sites, which doesn't really matter because it's eco rounds, right? And when you just have play advantage in a spot where you just rush in, that's basically how you just right click people in the head with the classic sweat.
Yeah, it's the thing with the
Oh
pistol, right? There's a more straightforward
no!
playstyle with the pistol. Just a lot more of it just comes down to straight up shooting.
Unfortunate rotations actually coming out from the defending side there. Ike takes one. Tries to go for another one as well. Tom Yum Kun will get taken out as well. Now, Violet comes from behind. The bomb has yet to be planted. There you go. Violet still has the paranoia as well. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 3 situation here. They do know that 2 players are on heavens. Look at that. Beautifully done. Actually loving utilizing the hover as well. To not know that she is downhill. But then again, there you go. Victoria's Secret. Victorious on the first round.
Yeah, I mean, when you name your team after victory, there's only...
Yeah, you kind of have to win, right?
Yeah, there's only one way for you. I mean, when you lose,
Yeah.
it just gets embarrassing, so you really just have to just go for the win.
And they also
With the
have really good
dab.
fashion sense.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't want to assume,
With a name like that, you gotta give it to them, dude.
That is true. Do you know...
Pretty, yeah.
There was a comment earlier on Facebook because when you were talking about Shorty just now, someone commented Shorty is short, and I was like, you can't just assume that things are short like that.
I'm sorry that
I mean,
you feel...
I mean, rude.
I'm sorry you feel like you were offended.
I mean,
You don't have to call yourself out.
there's nothing wrong with my choice of gun, man. Come
Exactly.
on. This is a good start to B. There's a Cypher Cage over at
Yeah,
the start.
oh, I
It's
don't
blocking the
really-
entry into B main, but
That was an interesting choice to actually hold down F right in the middle of the corridor there. And very
Yeah.
interesting utilization of the blaze as well. And now...
right, knew that the cage was going to go down as well. Could have counted that one out
What
down
is-
to the second, but I'm not sure what's going on
I-
here, Afis. Break
I
this
have
down
no
for
idea
me.
what's
What's
going
going on?
I have no idea what's going on. They're still trying to figure out whether they should push them to B main. And I don't think it's a good idea right now because the rotations are coming in
Yeah.
from...
Okay, it looks like
the
now
defending
they
side, yeah.
might want to rotate through.
They can't. They have to
mid.
commit to this right now because
Yeah.
there's people are rotating from defending side as well.
Yikes. Sage is about half health. This is Sova.
For
Oh,
sure.
does finish
Ooh,
that one off with
shock
her dart though.
Shock dot.
No
I
one's
can
still
already
left
hear
in
in my the player minds like shock dot. I keep asking
The
people this question:
voiceover.
Why does he always have to say shock dart when he uses shock dart?
It's like Pokemon, you know, like Pikachu, and they can only say their name. So Pikachu's like Pika Pika. So it's like shock dart, shock dart, fire in the hole. I don't know.
I know, but he says it every single time. So imagine you have two, right?
Yeah.
And he says it the same way as well. It's not like shock dart, shock dart. No, he says
Yeah.
shock dart, shock dart.
Well, I mean, it was I'm sure it was easier to record the voice line.
And also at the same time, when you want to use an ability, right?
Yeah.
You don't want your teammates to say, let's say you put yourself in a real world situation where you
Right.
have a bow and arrow that shoots shock darts, right?
Yeah.
Just put it in a perspective. Think about
Yeah.
it. Would you want to shout out shock dart?
Yeah, you don't want to like announce what you're gonna
Yeah,
do. Like
exactly.
if you're a boxer and stuff, you're not gonna be like, all right, now
Left hook,
exactly.
right hook, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this is
You
what
wanna
I
like
mean.
go for the fake.
I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, actually.
No, man. It's been a long day. Random tangent. That pause earlier, yeah, that did us in, man. That was hard, not just on Amari. It was hard on us too.
Oh, make sure you look at your covers here, Ike's, and Ike's actually
no,
misses
yeah.
that down.
Yeah, I mean the standard. If you want to push into A, actually the standard is you need to split push through ramps as well as through main. It's generally you just kind of need to rush, and then you have a few people go up ramps, and you have a few people go through main. You want to look down through CT as well as heaven, and then you want to go right to behind the signboard there to make sure it's safe. But yeah, it turns out it was not safe, and defenders are going to
definitely.
pick up a very easy round this time around.
Right now, how do you pronounce his name? George.
Which
George
one?
George
Tom Yam Goong.
No,
That's
George
the
Go.
one.
The first
Tom
one, George Go.
Yam Goong. I am hungry.
George Go. This is George Go, right?
Jorge.
This is gonna be fun.
How in the
I
world is this Jorge?
I took a. It just needs an E. Come on. I took a Spanish class during circuit breaker because 3 months. What are you gonna do, right? Some people downloaded TikTok. I tried to learn a new language, and like the J is the
Oh no.
Hey,
One of the players
Y
disconnected
sound.
actually.
Yeah, Pan Lavic just disconnected from the game. So we're kind of waiting to see if the teams
I think they're
will
just gonna go for
pause.
it actually.
I think there's just a bit of delay in between them trying to
Yeah.
call for the pause and the pause actually happening maybe, but it looks like we're going to continue on. It's going to be a 4-man sneakily through series, making absolutely no sound. The thing with the series, you need to be particularly careful when you're going for the entrance into series. That's where, if you're not careful, you will trip the water sound, and then people can hear you in sewers. Past that, as long as you walk the rest of the way, you're pretty much in the clear. So camera's gonna spot Phoenix straight through B main, which is, as we mentioned early on in the day, the standard setup for Cypher to protect B site, which is the camera down long.
The one way. People need to learn that, especially when you love playing Cypher. One ways are so good. You can only see their feet, but it's such a good spot. So,
Get out of my way.
I feel like we're just showing our age here by knowing that song.
one way on another.
It's from
Gonna get you.
I feel like most people would know it because of Mean Girls. It was from Mean Girls.
Okay, this is gonna be nice
Straight
here. One right
through
click, one
the
more to finish the deal.
smoke.
And there you have it, a 3K here for Eldery. I was
Yep.
gonna say elderly, but
With
I don't
oh, that's just rude, man.
yeah, but there's
That's
gonna be a
just
4K actually coming up for elderly as well.
Wow. Rude,
Eldery.
Rude much.
Look.
Well, someone's not coming back for season 3.
Excuse me?
I'm in me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you
Eldery got the full K. Eldery XD. Dude,
if
I'm
you
gonna be
end
honest.
up, if you end up casting me in season 3, you're just gonna BM me so hard. Like I'm gonna cry when I watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Those
You
VODs.
watch out. If I come back season 3,
Oh my god, I'm
Yup,
so
yup.
sorry.
yeah. Instead of talking about, it's gonna be you.
Oh no. But yeah, Jet, picking up the nice, I think it was the double right there with her ultimate. So if you
You
guys...
know, I never really trust Jet's right click. It is so like it
feels
plays with your
weird.
mind.
Yeah, the
It
visual
plays with your
also
heart as
feels
well, your
very
emotions.
weird.
You thought that you can actually land a kill, and then
Yeah.
you see one of the knives that
Yeah.
onto the right side.
Yep. the accuracy, man, that needs
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And so her knives do 50 damage each unless you get a headshot, which is lethal, which is instant 150. Yeah, that's pretty much the damage breakdown for the knives. Of course you can I think it's X that releases all the knives all your remaining knives at once as well. Because sometimes it is, you usually need more than one to really land the kill unless you're that confident that you can get the headshot with the jet knives every single time. But most times you would take like maybe about 2 knives or so.
Is
to
it?
pick
Are
up the
there any like
kills.
maybe like pro
So-
plays that you watch to like learn how to play Valorant? Do you have any?
Ooh, I watch. So I tend to watch pretty specific videos. So for example, when I was picking up Valorant, I watched a lot of videos on things like how to aim, how to go into the range, and what kind of settings you put on the bots to train your tracking as well as just that headshot accuracy. I watch like specific videos like
Yeah.
that. I think Killjoy, which was launched recently as the new agent, although she is banned currently in this tournament. I mean, you know, it takes a while for people to really figure her out. So for this current season of FSL, she is banned. However, I have been watching some of those videos online about good spots to place lockdown, which is her ultimate, good spots to place like alarm bot, that sort of thing. But in terms of beyond that, in general, I think I just watch tournaments. So for example, the recent FaZe Clan Invitational, the grand finals, TSM versus Sentinels, and then Sentinels, just the way they play, just so aggressive. On Haven to double op with Odin is just so exciting, so nice to watch.
That's a meta right now. Double op.
Double up, but double up with Odin through like double doors. So
It depends on
exciting.
when you play though. If you're playing Haven or even like Ascent as well, Odin is such a good.
Insert end spots. Yeah,
and,
I agree. I
in
really
Haven
wish.
you can actually shoot through a lot of walls in Haven. Yeah, and I showed you a video earlier on
Yeah.
about a shot that was ridiculous, but I don't even know how that worked. But
Yeah, I feel like wallbang in Valorant might be getting to be a bit of a problem. I think just there are so many walls that you don't think that are wall bangable, but then they actually are. Guys, if you're watching the stream right now and you're not really sure what we're referring to, pretty much as long as you shoot through the wall to damage your ops is just what we commonly refer to as a wall bang. You can see the visual effects. So if you have a gun that has heavy penetration bullets, so say something like Odin, Guardian, your sniper rifles like the operator, Sheriff, I believe is heavy pen as well. When you shoot through walls that are wall bangable, you see the visual effect of the holes through the walls. Also, interestingly, the visual for that, it actually regens over time. So after about like 5 seconds or so, the holes actually heal up, and then you just shoot through it again. But as long as there's the hole there and you have heavy pen bullets, yeah, you can shoot through the walls and damage them. There's which opens up a lot of opportunities across the various maps and different spots where you can really utilize those. There's that really cheeky spot through a sewers at Haven that I was talking to you about during the break. I really wish, like, I mean, I get why Haven is banned a lot because it's just so wide. For the map is just like the only map that has the 3 plant sites right now in Valorant. Also kind of the only map that is a bit more attacker sided than the remaining 3. Yeah, I'm not sure what this team is doing either, but you know what? I mean, they've got nothing better to do. So they're just, you know, taking a bit of time off to like do team bonding.
I mean, like,
I don't know what this is, man.
to bring back your topic about wall banging, I feel like it brings more to the table instead of just a very you know, two-dimensional like for example a three-dimensional type of gaming. Instead it brings a 4D, so there's a lot more variables just by making a lot of plays through wall bangs, and usually other games you don't have that, but Valorant has it, and I felt like having that could add more life into the game. But some people might argue that, you know, they should fix that, which I kind of agree at the same time. But those are the kind of thing that surprises other people. Like, oh, that's so cool! You can do that. I didn't know you can do that. And you know, that match alone, the TSM versus Sentinel. And also, I want to point out, Valorant is the game is so focused on teamwork. It's never this one team is the best.
teamwork makes the dream
Yeah,
work.
and
man.
in those kind of situations, always it's TSM, Sentinel, Sentinel, CSM, Sentinel, Sentinel. It's like a back and forth situation, and I
That's
love that.
true.
And
That
I
is
love that
true.
about Valorant, and I really like that about Valorant, and I hope it stays that way because you never want to see one of those teams that always wins, right? And then it keeps the fan base thinking like, should I root for these guys? Should I root for that guy? And it always keeps everyone on their tippy toes, and
I
that's the
mean,
beauty. Yeah.
I agree, but also like I'm the kind of person where like I want to like where the team that I support in say for example League, I'm an SKT fan and like they won what 3 world titles and I just like the feeling of not having to stress too much watching my team kind of knowing that
Oh,
they're
yeah.
probably going to
Yeah.
win. Because you know, at the end of the day, esports, it's entertainment. We do this for fun, like in the gaming industry. And when you watch games as well, you want to feel good. You want to feel entertained. It's kind of like, you know, in the days of old, but I mean, lots of people also watch other sporting
Yeah.
events and stuff like that. So you want to feel for the players, you want to feel for the team. And for me, I just prefer to have like more of a stress-free experience.
You watch this. It's kind of stress-free. It's kind of
I
relaxing.
mean,
for
you
us
don't,
at
you
least.
you don't know which team is going to win.
No, because it's group stages, so it's kind of relaxing right now. Tomorrow it's gonna be
That's
different
true.
though.
That's true. And stakes
Yeah.
are high for tomorrow. But yeah, going back to the wall bang, I do like that the mechanic exists. As you said, it just does make it very interesting. I wish, that, however, that they would change the visual for it because I was talking about the visual earlier. If you use a heavy penetration gun and you shoot through the wall, it leaves the bullet holes there. However, it looks like you can see through the wall. But if you use a different gun without heavy penetration bullets, you can't actually shoot through the holes.
Yeah.
Which seems weird because in a couple of seconds when the holes when the wall regenerates and the holes disappear, it feels as if because that mechanic exists, that when the holes are there, you should still be able to shoot through it, but you can't actually, which just seems weird
In
to
the
me.
world
I
of
feel like they should
Valorant,
fix the visual.
everything is different.
That is true.
Yeah, they have doppelgangers. Remember, every time they join the game, they're like, "Huh, that's a fake jet. I'm gonna kill it." Smiling emoji. You know. So that's the beauty of it. And yeah, then we get a few shout outs to our sponsors. Yeah, we have a Yahoo, yeah, Super Solid, Dreamcore, and none other than Intel. I'm using an Intel processor actually at home to stream.
Actually, me too.
Yeah.
I think I'm using the i5. I don't think I'm using an i7, although it's
Mm.
like, I mean, mine works great to
Yeah.
stream with.
I'm using an i7.
Yeah.
It's a really good. Like I can I can stream and record at the same time. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
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 Big shout out to Intel, bro. Like you made my life better.
Yeah, Tencent,
Simpler,
Tencent
easier.
recommend. Like I run my game, I have my stream open. I also like have the my OBS open, and then I also have your stream open because you want to like check that
Yeah.
you know your stream
Yeah.
hasn't died. At the same time, then you have your game open. Usually, I probably have like League client running in the background.
And
as
not to
well for
mention
no
Chrome uses
reason.
like 90% of your
Chrome.
CPU.
I thought that only happened to me. I mean, come on. Why is it like 88 or like 92% of
It
my
depends on what you run on the
processor?
side.
Oh my
I
God.
usually just have like my social media is like my Twitter.
But yeah, but even if you close your tabs and reopen new tabs, it very quickly starts to use up your processing power too. I'm not sure why though. I'm not like a
Hmm.
big tech person.
Oh yeah, they're trying to communicate through tea bags. All right, crouching.
Are we
I'm
allowed
gonna
to say that word on stream?
I'm pretty sure. As a T, letter T. Not bad.
So I saw the crouching mechanic during when Valorant first launched, because you know I'm used to Fortnite, right, which is a big people crouch at the end of your body.
Yeah.
Of the game. So when I first downloaded Valorant, I was like, all right, guys, what's the crouch button?
What?
I mean, I need to know. How else are my ops gonna know that like I'm better than them?
You know, the interesting thing about this game is that crouching doesn't really help with accuracy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
on patch 1.04, or like recently, they actually changed some of the not so much that they changed it. So there was a recent bug fix on 1.04. I think it was either the classic or the sheriff, where they made it such that your crouch accuracy is pretty much the same, because they just wanted to balance it so that it
Yeah.
feels the same as like when you're standing.
Yeah. In fact, in this game, when you crouch, it makes it easier for you to get headshotted
Mm-hmm.
because of the way they
Recoil.
the way the recoil and also how the netcode actually applies in this game, which is pretty interesting. So it's all about getting those really good flicks and really controlling your spray, and also at the same time making sure that your first few shots count. That is also why in this game crosshair placement is the most important thing that players need to take note of, and I think the Brimstone here is going through some
Wait,
sacrificial.
is it the Brimstone who DC'd and his team's
Yeah.
just... Her team is
Is
just...
trying to pray to the
Wow, that
gods of
is
Valorant.
her. Wow, the arena, Sova literally is all of us right now, and Phoenix, they're like, oh my god, what's wrong with your internet? Hurry up. That's literally all of us.
Oh.
She's moving.
Oh,
She's moving.
she's back. Hor
George,
George,
go.
go.
Hor,
Go.
Hor,
You know what? You know what? I'm
go.
really excited. I'm really excited for what
Hooray.
Riot Games have in store for Valorant esports.
Yeah, for the competitive scene,
How
right?
big is it going to be?
Yeah,
And knowing Riot Games,
it's gonna be huge.
it's going. Yeah, it's going
Yeah,
to be huge.
It's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
They're just gonna be straight balling.
On God, no cap.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited too. I mean, there's definitely a lot of hype for what the competitive scene will look like. And the thing is, they've had such success. Like Valorant has had such success in terms of all the tournaments that we've seen in the last 2 or 3 months. I mean, Ignition series absolutely huge. The EU NA circuits, in particular,
Yeah.
just so popular, and then just the amount of viewers, sponsorships that they've been getting. I think.
Yeah, and really how they split up from different countries as well,
Mm-hmm.
still naming it under the Nation Series beautifully.
Yeah, and all the
Yeah.
big teams just really showing up, putting on
Yep.
great shows. I think it was the NA. I think initially they'd only planned for it to be something like a once a month tournament, just because of the massive response that they got, they've been able to just have it a lot more often. It's definitely what the viewers want to see. So I'm really excited for a competitive
And I
scene.
think we're gonna force a because the pause timer I do believe is done
It
and
ran out. Yeah,
it
so
ran out.
we're in the same situation as the last game, guys, which is the allocated amount of time you're allowed for pause has run out, so the teams have no choice but to play a 5v4, even if someone has still not managed to reconnect. Sage caught in a bad spot right there by the orbital strike. He's gonna get absolutely ticked down, burnt.
Disintegrated?
Disintegrated?
Disintegrated? Is that how you say it?
Disintegrated.
Disintegrated? Yeah. Incinerated?
Incinerated.
Yeah.
Disintegrated. What? What's going on? But yeah, 5 ambush coming onto side B. Kind of the smart move. I think when you know you're 5v4, it's all the more the time for you to really want to go for that 5-man straight rush. So they went for the very standard push into main, which is you want to safe wall the right side, you want to smoke heaven, and then you want to watch the back of site where usually one person is, and that's what they did. So they're just able to pick that one up very easily, very textbook.
I'm just curious as to what the L means in Overheat Valorant L. Ladies?
Well, I mean, if you've got an L versus V, and the V stands for Victor.
No, as in like Overheat Valorant L. So what does the L mean?
Yeah.
Ladies, right?
That probably.
Huh?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But it seems weird, like, is the male team Overheat Valorant M?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, there's no other reason
Let's
why they should
Google
be
it
L.
right now.
Overheat Valorant ladies. It should be right.
That's true.
Yeah. Right now they're going to go through it. Heaven itself. Violet coming from behind, gets a kill. And now he's going to know that everyone here is in heaven. He's going to get a really good paranoia. He can pop it at Parent. Doesn't even need to do so. And they're stuck in heaven here. The spike has been dropped. Tom Yum Kun will go in and get one more as well. Coming from behind. Panlovic can just go for it. Gets a triple kill. Tom Young-kun will actually finish up the last one. Snow gets taken out. There you go, 5-1. Extremely convincing so far. 5-1 this call. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the economy for Victoria's Secret's not looking victorious at all.
Yeah, they're in a bit of a rough spot. I don't think that their player has reconnected just yet.
Let me see
So
here.
I
No, he's back. I mean, she's back. First Valorant Open, there was Overheat Valorant Lady. Ah, so it's gonna be Open Valorant Lady then.
Yep, so it is down for our ladies. We've been told by our production what the L stands for.
I really like this push. This is exactly how an A push should be.
Yeah, this is exactly how
okay,
you
maybe
use
not the plant.
the
Maybe
utility.
not the plant.
Not the plant site, not behind signboard, but everything before that, which is the Phoenix wall, or you can also utilize the Viper wall along that long stretch, and then the smoke down into the back. That was absolutely perfect. Hunter's Fury gonna come out straight through Heaven. So
no.
she's gonna try and
Unlucky.
delay a defuse for a bit longer, but they don't see Brimstone over in the corner. Phoenix right now with the flash. They're gonna pick up the Sage over at Elbow, but Tango gets him instead, but gets gunned down by the Sofa. It's gonna be a Sage versus a Sage, a fight right here. Petiz over in Heaven. Now gonna move on to Ramps.
Yeah, she
right
needs to pick
here.
up a gun. This is gonna be a 2v1 situation. It's not
Yeah,
gonna be easy for the
she
operator
can't
to
win
actually
it with
clutch this. Yeah.
Barrier created.
Okay, there you go. Picks up the Phantom. Tries to go for the kill onto a Sage. Maybe get one more to seal the deal.
Oh no! That's the thing that she had 10 bullets left in her magazine. That's kind of the point where you kind of I think 15 or below. Generally, if you're at around 17, you might want to reload. If you're in a multiple person situation, if you're 1v2 or 1v3, the thing is she already got one kill. When you're at 10 bullets, I kind of feel as if you should have the confidence to go for the 1v1 at that point, because 10 bullets is enough to take one person down
definitely.
at the end instead of going for the reload. But I mean,
This is looking still really good for Overheat, because right now they managed to take down everyone on the side of Victoria's Secret, and they're kind of weak on the economy, so they actually have no choice but to buy the Spectres and a full armor instead of a normal rifle. Now Violet looking down mid side here, which it is going to be in B main. Just need to figure out whether they want to push this. Information has been dealt. The wall has been utilized as well. And the blocking this side, I think they're going to be able to rotate back towards mid, which is the better choice, I would say. I think they're going to try to figure out whether they can actually push towards A. The Omen is right there as well. She has a judge. I'm not really sure if this is a good idea to hold down that side. Slowly walking. When you have a judge, you just run through, man. That's basically it. And now they're going to have a lot of information, because when you're walking towards the sewers, you can hear the footsteps in sewers.
Yeah, you can hear the sound.
And now this is gonna be a really good rotation coming out from the side of Overheat Valorant here.
Yeah, a lot of ultimates being popped as well as the Phoenix popping their ultimate. They're gonna once again get the plant down over behind signboard. Shockdart gonna go in through Heavens right there. So you're gonna go more information via Let right now over at Ramps. Petiz over at the Elbow. We are seeing a collapse from the other team.
Positions that have been exposed by the recon bot, and now they're gonna be oh, there you go, just Judy coming in, gets a really good double kill as well. And yeah, it's gonna give the ult towards Patis, because Patis already has the ultimate right now. So there you go, 6-2 to score. Still very, very good, especially on attack, by the way, because right now, they're actually on defense for Split. So we've seen it earlier on happen before. Split is a very defense-heavy type of map. So this is going to be really good if they can just extend the lead to maybe 10-2 and make it easier for them to actually win on their defense side. I mean, on the attack side.
Yeah. Ideally, they would want something at least like a 9-3 going into the swap. 8-4 also. It's kind of the bare minimum that really they would want at this point, so they look well on their way to getting something closer than the 8-4, since they're already 6-2 right now. But we're talking about how Split is very decided. It's pretty much the most decided map. A lot of pull plays and in draws, just because once they swap over on decided, it's actually almost impossible to lose if you play it out very well. I
Man,
feel like there should be a mechanic where you could take a picture and you can see like that
That's what I
flash
mean.
sound. Yeah, and then you have like a picture.
just add some filters as well if you want to
and
make
then
it look
at
fancy.
the end of the screen, like your end game screen is like one of those photo printout looking things.
Eldery can
Help.
literally hear that they're all coming
Help.
towards A, and the rotations are coming in from Overheat. And right now, he has the she has the operator as well. It's interestingly how not looking towards screens, which screens for operators would generally be a lot better, but this time around the mind games are coming in. The rotation's coming towards A, but they're moving
Here.
back towards B. And right now they only have 30 seconds to get
Watch
this
it.
bomb
Joke's
planted.
over! You're dead!
Now they're gonna utilize, run it back, moving towards Heavens. And they need to know, they need to move really, really fast here. And now the rotation's back again as well. Beautifully done here by Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, and they've got just enough time. Have to make sure that, yep, that corner and back of sight is clear. Yeah, we get the plant going down. Not the most conventional plant type, but it is if you kind of come through having the rotation coming out from Overheat Valorant L, and they are going to get the team wipe flawless as well. So very fast rotation from Overheat
Yeah.
Valorant L once they knew that the spike was planted in B. It's very fast rotation over onto the side, getting the clean wipe, and then it was just a matter of diffusing it.
The idea was there actually, a really good double rotations from Victoria's Secret. I felt like after the post plant, especially during the plant, because when you're planting, you're down by one player. And that position when where she planted the bomb was kind of open as well, because that's literally when no one
Yep.
actually held down Heavens as well. So
Uh-huh.
in that kind of situation, someone should actually hold down maybe Heaven side,
Yeah.
and then you get the bomb planted, but no one is Heaven, and they were all on side, and it was really hard for her to actually even defend that plant.
Yeah, as you were saying, there's really not a default plant side, but they kind of didn't have a lot of options.
Yeah,
At
they're
that point,
going-
They knew they were running the clock down.
They're going Spectres again as well. They have been going Spectres every single round, and it's because of their economy. They keep losing every single round, and I feel like they have not ecoed just yet. I feel like if they just eco one round, get the Vandals, get the Phantoms, get even an operator as well, definitely could get a round or two, especially on the attacking side.
Yeah, Yen even has the ghost pistol that she was forced to buy a stage just because usually your walls are so expensive. It's 400 credits every single round that most stages have to put money into.
Yeah,
So eco definitely rough.
and also at the same
Victoria's
time,
Secret.
Sova should use her. I mean, who's the Sova player? Portia should actually use her owl drone, knowing that the Cypher is here all the time. The drone could diffuse all the tripwires, diffuse pretty much, find out the locations whether the B side is empty as well. And we know definitely it's always Cyphers with B, right?
Give me a
Yeah, it's one of the most standard things. You have Cypher over on B side, over on Split. We saw earlier in the day, we did see
Oh,
Cypher switching from
DC
side
yet
A
again
to
as well.
B sometimes.
Oh.
Pretty much, your Cypher is always going to be sitting on B side. As you're talking about the Sova, Sova's kind of one of those characters to Cypher just because his dart is able to take out the cameras. So we'll definitely see this in future splits of the Valorant Open as well once Killjoy becomes enabled. But agents such as Sova and such as Raze are actually kind of soft counters to Killjoy's abilities because, as you mentioned, Sova's dart or Raze's abilities as well can get rid of things such as Killjoy's tower and Cypher's utility. So that is definitely one option that can be explored by teams.
So right now they have to pause yet again as well due to unforeseen circumstances, but the game is on the way yet again. And it's looking really good here for Overheat Valorant. They're feeling it right now, 8-2. They can keep going. Still Spectres yet again. They need to eco at least one round here for Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, and there's an op from Patas as well.
Yeah.
She's, as you mentioned earlier, just
Oof.
straight down screens, down A, looking to catch out anyone coming from A main. Violette with that very nice clutch back into ropes right there, away from the orbital strike.
2 in mid.
Yeah, Spike is
Two in
at
A.
A though. They
Yeah.
will want control of mid before they go for the push through A.
Violet takes one down. They're gonna figure out whether they want to push this in, and Eldery takes down one. Now she knows that Snow's actually on the other side, left side corner. No lay whatsoever coming out from
See ya.
the Reyna as well. At least they managed to take down 2. So right now it's going to be a 2 against 3 situation. Not too shabby here for Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, Elder EXD wins the Peak War versus the Reyna over at Ramps. We've got Yen as well as Sova just hanging out in sewers, and you can hear them making a bunch of sounds.
Yeah, and
with the
Patties
water.
can even rest if she wants to, but the remaining 2 players are really far away, so I don't think it's even possible.
Yeah, they're trying to run down the clock because it's about 25 seconds, so she's kind of not sure if she wants to utilize the ult. Would be kind of a waste because they do have vision on the spike. There's the wall. They're trying to retrieve the spike, however, but no one goes down just yet. Was very close. Patty's looking like she's gonna get the ult orb.
Yeah, which is really smart. She's not gonna allow them to actually get the ultimate orb, and I felt like that was kind of a misplay there from Victoria's Secret, but also a very good play from Eldery. Actually, very very fast on the fingers with the dash on the E, and not dying, which really makes it easy for their economy as well for the next round. Right now the score is going to be 92. Last round of the half before swap. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this Victoria's Secret is not looking victorious at all, and their strats are not really a secret because they've been utilizing the same guns all the time, and they're gonna force out Phantoms without armor.
Oh, this is bad. But yeah, I mean, it is the last round before the swaps. They're going to want to spend all of the credits that they have. The thing is, though, if you're in a score such as like 9-3 or 10-2 before the round, as you were saying, once you lose one pistol round, it's very easy to lose the first 2 rounds because of the snowball. So if you're already down something like 10-2 at the swap, it's not impossible, but very hard to bring it back. Panlevic, very nice vantage position over in Heaven through the main. Right here, looks like they're actually going to go very aggressive, but the Sage wall is already up.
I know exactly.
Sage res is used to just, for one, make sure that they have a 5v0 situation.
Yeah, I mean,
right
you're gonna lose your
round.
ultimates anyway.
Yeah, but talking about losing your ultimates and Victoria's Secret, their Sage went down with her ultimate still available. I think they just...
That's what I'm talking about. They seem to have... I mean, then again, they are kind of solo queuing into this tournament, so I'm not gonna expect a lot from them, but this seems to be really looking... Most of them actually kind of new to Valorant as well. Some having started games weeks ago, so...
I mean, they're already better than I am, and I've been playing this game literally every day for the last 3 months.
I didn't say that, by the way. You did.
I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. It's just like, you know, when it's yourself, you're just very overly critical.
That's
like,
true.
Earlier just now when you're like, yeah, I'm not good at this game, I was like, you're a master in Overwatch. Can we stop with the humble bragging?
Yeah, I was trying to fish for compliments, okay? Like
You're right. That's true. That's true.
now it's going to be a B push here from Overheat, which is pretty smart, I would say, judging from the site that there's only one in B, and that's going to be the Reyna itself. Now they're going to force a retake here. Now rotation's coming in. Then Violet pushing in through from Heavens as well. Holding it down. They still have the Shrouded Step as well. Still has Paranoia. No smokes whatsoever. Violet taking a lot of damage from a 40 HP. Where are the heals from Sage? Sage forced to actually hold down backside. Popping the smoke onto a CT. Patis holding it down in Garage. Moving slowly, spots one more on Heavens, takes him down. Next up's coming is gonna be... This is what I mean. When you play Cypher, it's all about information giving. But Yanpre actually takes down Patis. Better Stage actually wins this eco round. But all he needs to do is win just this round alone. Makes it easy for them to actually go for the next round as well. And this is looking really tough here for Victoria's Secret. 11-2 to score, and now they don't have guns. They kind of have to force by this.
It's so dicey. No, actually, I feel like they would have to eco this round and then just try and push through after this, because this is the second. Like, you're already going to be kind of down in terms of firepower. I don't know, man. I mean, there are 2 ways of thinking about this. Which is either you go for the force buy right now, and you try and turn things around from round 2 after the swap, or you just, you know, put confidence in yourself and then eco this round, and then next round, once you can go for your full buy of 3,900 in general, it's your Phantom plus your full shield, then that's the point where you really try to make the comeback. But Yeah, they've gone for the force buy this time. We'll see how it works out for them.
Eldery gets a really good double kill on towards the side, clearing it for her team, and right now it's one on Heavens. And Violet going down on behind them as well. She definitely heard the footsteps there. Now moving towards the back. Eldery, here's a drone coming in, utilizing the smokes, beautifully done. Eldery is gonna come from the side. Eldery takes one down. Now it's gonna be finishing up. Violet takes it.
Oh!
It's all about timing. It's all about communication. That is what I can definitely see coming out from Overheat Valorant ladies.
Oh, and now Victoria's Secret are in the worst position
Yeah.
that they could be because they're at match point and their eco is the worst possible that it could be. They do get the lost streak credits, however, since they did lose 2 rounds in a row, so at least they've got that going for them. I think there's a judge buy as well on attack. Which we don't see very often on attack. However, if you are eco, there are some instances where where it's kind of not the worst to buy judge on attack. One of which is, of course, if you don't have money for a rifle and your team is ecoed. Of course, this is one of them. So still 5v5. They have pushed onto site and we're only now seeing the rotation coming out from Overheat, Valorant L. A couple of members moving towards A. Although Victoria's Secret have already lost their arena, so they are down 1 member. But right now it's just a matter of how well can they hold this site and prevent the defuse.
I really don't see them coming back to this. Spectres, a judge, and a bulldog without armor as well. Pathy takes one more down with an Ares from long range. Eldery takes one more down as well. Someone coming in through. Misses the right click, but it's okay. Panlovic will actually cover herself, and we will see it a 13-2. And pretty much a convincing sweep here from Overheat Valorant ladies. And that is pretty much it for this match. Let's look at the scoreboard here. And yeah, 20-5 for Eldery.
Whew.
I think that's the first 20. No, that's not the first 20 bomb.
Not the first 20
It's not
bomb?
the first 20 bomb.
I think, yeah, we've seen we've seen at least one more.
But we're talking about the deaths here. This kill ratio is actually pretty.
Yeah, that is
yeah,
sick.
That's
That is
very
actually
convincing,
sick.
and definitely one of the favorites, I would say. But then again, I'm not gonna count it out because I felt like maybe Victoria's Secret were kind of new to the game, and I
Mhm.
felt like this was pretty much a rollover here for Overheat Valorant ladies.
Yeah, I mean, very well done
Yeah.
from Overheat, Valorant L. I think a lot of the players do have competitive experience
Yeah.
as well. Also, been playing FPS for a lot of years. I think Domyum, for example, is her first time playing in a tournament. However, she has been playing FPS for the last 5 years. And Panlavic as well as Violet are very experienced in FPS. I think they've been playing other games such as CS:GO, Overwatch, Dead by Daylight.
Oh, I like the chat. The girls from Victoria's Secret say,
Yeah.
"You guys are awesome. Thank you."
Yeah, that's one of the things. That's actually one of my favorite things about watching as well as like just taking part in the FSL tournaments because this is my second time doing the Valorant Open, but previously I've been casting League of Legends for FSL for the last couple of years, and the thing that I really like to see is just the girls, even from different teams, just getting together and from like different countries, and it's just like really building that sense of community. And I know like a lot of the girls, once the games are done, they actually add each other and then they play together a lot, and it's just the sense of like the female esports league just bringing all the
And
girls
that
in Southeast Asia
rarely
together.
happens in
Yeah, that doesn't in like
normal
other tournaments. Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
when they lose and then they start BMing each other in all chat. That's usually what happens. The girls are usually like, "Oh my god, you're so good. Can I add you?" And like, "Whoa, Raze, like what was that?" That sort of thing. It's just very wholesome, very nice to see. It's one of my favorite parts about the FSL community, actually.
Yeah, and right now we're gonna be taking a short break, and when we do come back, we're gonna have the final streamed game on broadcast, so you don't want to miss that out. Yeah, stay tuned.